Hi everyone, meteorologist Carley Gomez here. I'm working from home. We are going to update you now on some of the air quality conditions out there. I know it's been very bad today across Northern California. It's been pretty rough out there in terms of haziness, all the smokiness going on. So that's been huge. From unhealthy air quality to even very unhealthy, it's been pretty bad. All right, so I'm going to show you our some of our graphics here. I'm going to have to turn it around on you. Sorry, forgive me, I'm working from home, so I'm trying to figure all this out. Okay, so I am looking here currently at the latest fire detection. I know I've been giving you updates through the weekend, and this is what we're looking at and why we're seeing so much smoke right now. So we have the LNU complex fire, the Napa, the Sonoma, the Vacaville fire area here. Now we have so many fires, nearly 600 burning, but you notice the major clusters here. These are making up the big complex fires, 30 plus fires in one. Then we have the Santa Cruz ones here. So this is the CZU complex fire. And then just across the mountains there, you have this one, the big San Jose area one, the SCU complex fire. Now, this one itself is the one that's starting to affect areas into Merced County, towards Stockton, Modesto. And then the winds are kind of shifting here into the Delta as they normally do, a light breeze, but that's also starting to push a lot of those smoke and the hazy conditions from these fires into Sacramento and into a lot of these areas, kind of just settling into the valley. So that has been kind of what you've been seeing today and yesterday, and today was actually a pretty bad day in terms of that. Now, just north of that, we also have another one, the August complex. That one's also affecting areas further north. So what we've been looking at is a lot of the winds offshore have been moving in and pushing all those fires inland. So I just want to give you a little look at that. That is leading to unhealthy air quality. Take a look, because just over the weekend, this whole strip here was just about green and yellow. So that's good to moderate air quality. And then we saw a lot of the areas in red for the valley. Now what we're looking at is a broad range of area here that's mostly red instead of green and yellow on the coastline. Almost everyone's dealing with unhealthy air quality. These small pockets are that purple shade. That's where we're looking at very unhealthy air quality. And you notice here, if you're around the Sacramento area, we did see quite a bit of that haziness. So that pocket there around Sacramento also very unhealthy. So we can expect this to stick around at least through tomorrow, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. We should start to see things becoming more orange, hopefully, but we'll keep our eye on that. This all has to do with the winds that are pushing through. Now, I want to kind of explain all this to you. Obviously, we know everything's been unhealthy, and we can expect that also for Tuesday. Some areas, some small pockets may see unhealthy for sensitive groups, but they're so minor and so small and just different little pockets. I just want everyone to know it's going to be unhealthy no matter whether you're sensitive or not. It's not good to breathe this stuff, be outside for really more than even 30 minutes. If it's bad on your nose, you know it's bad to ingest. So here is a kind of a depiction of what's going on with our satellite radar. Take a look at this, you guys. This is all lightning strikes. That's currently moving through Nevada. But you notice that they're not right here in the Sierra where we typically see them. So that's a good sign for us in California. Most of them are now headed toward Nevada. Unfortunately, not good for them, but they are staying out of California at this moment. Now, wind and airflow is coming in here from the west-southwest, and that's where we're kind of getting a little bit of our breeze and a lot of the tropical moisture heading its way north, and that's kind of why we've been dealing with that haze today. Now, what we could expect to happen by Friday is, hopefully, fingers crossed, see them crossing, is that we get some northerly air coming through. That will help us out in terms of not just cooling us down a tiny bit, but it will start to at least move some of that haze out of the area instead of infiltrating it into the valley here. So at that point, we should start to see a little bit better air quality, but at this point, we're still looking at smoky, hazy skies out there for at least the next couple of days. You probably noticed your car's been filled with ash on the roof, on the windshields. So if you have a garage, it'd be nice to keep it inside. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. A fire weather warning is in place for El Dorado, Nevada, Placer, Yuba counties, and also other counties, but this is just in our viewing area. It was, as of yesterday, this entire Northern California zone was in red. That has been lifted. The winds aren't as severe as originally thought to be with wind gusts, but we're still looking at winds anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour, which is still significant. Now, the air quality warning is in effect from Merced, San Joaquin, Stanislaus counties all the way down into Tuolumne County as well. And this is because, again, we have the SCU complex fire right about here, and we're still seeing the west winds coming onshore here and pushing a lot of that into this area. It's also going in to extend all the way down toward the Grapevine. So that'll be a big concern for Northern California, is really just how long is this smoke and haze going to stick around with all the ash in the air. So we want all this to start moving out. Hopefully we can get a better idea as we move into Thursday. So just note that until at least 11:30 a.m. on Thursday, we still have that air quality warning. All right, let's get to the Gulf of Mexico, because I know we've been talking a lot about California wildfires, but I want to update you. Maybe you have friends and family who are around the areas, maybe near Texas, into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all of these areas of the Gulf Coast, Florida, dealing with two systems in at the same time. Well, guess what? We are currently looking at Marco, which has become a tropical depression. And then here is Laura. She's still gaining some strength, 65 miles per hour. Again, you need 74 for that to be a Category 1 hurricane. But Marco, he's kind of slowing down. Take a look at him right there. Okay, as we start to move past that and look forward to see where could these possibly be tracking, here's what we can see so far. When Marco becomes that low pressure tropical depression, we do have the chance for Marco to absorb Laura. See, that's a Cat 2 right there. So there is potential for Laura to become a Category 2 hurricane if it does start to join in with the moisture of Marco. So we're kind of just waiting and seeing, but notice the time. That's not till Sunday, 2:30 a.m. So we have a lot of time of waiting to see really what happens as this moves offshore here. But this right here, this is what we're concentrated on. Marco, as of now, is making its way just close to the shoreline as a tropical depression. Laura, though, it's going to take a little while longer for her to catch up toward that zone. That could be as much as about Thursday or so. She's still pretty far back. So we're still tracking that area and trying to keep you posted on what's happening. I know a lot is going on out there in terms of weather across California, across the Gulf states, and now we're trying to deal with political stuff in terms of the Republican convention happening, as well as debates that'll start happening, a lot of stuff in terms of November coming up. So I'm just trying to keep you posted. I know in the shows earlier today, we did have a lot of crews out there. They were battling and checking out firefighters battling the flames at the LNU complex fire, the SCU, also the CZU, the coastal one there for Santa Cruz. So we have all our teams out there covering all the major stories. I hope you'll stick with us, and we have a lot more to come with our crews as well for LNT. That's late news tonight at 11 on ABC 10. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just want to give you a quick weather update while we're in between things before the next show. So thanks so much for watching.